Hey, hello. It's day 28. Day 28 of Hey, what are you doing today? Welcome back. If anybody's actually watching these things yet, so or hello to myself from day 28, whatever the case might be. Met with this guy to talk about the business I want to open up, and open up my eyes a little bit. I wish that I could say that I'm super fired up, but he hit me with some negative things, and that's kind of what's floating around in my mind. There was a company that is very similar to what I want to do that opened up and survived 3 or 4 months. For whatever reason, and the other side of it was that he has been in business about 2.5 years, and he currently pays himself $1,000 a month. It's kind of a scary thought. I don't know how I would ever manage $1,000 a month, but if so be it, if that be the case. And then the third element, he kind of gave me some insight on how with the way that I want to work the business. He kind of gave me some insight on maybe that won't work. So I'm quitting. No, I can't quit. It's one of those things. It's 365 days. I've got to push myself until I either complete the project or the project fails. So I've got to stay going. I know that this came to me the second day when I started, so I know that this is what I need to be concentrating on. Now, if it needs to go through a little metamorphosis to make it work, so be it. However, sorry, brain froze there for a second. Just kind of those things, It's like for me, it's all in how I'm going to take this. It's kind of a pretty good blow to the head. Knock me down to the floor, and I've just gotten back up, and I'm a little shaken up by it. Those three things basically. Been in business 2.5 years, paying myself $1,000 a month, and my concept's not going to work, and there was a concept like mine that already failed. But you never know how those people put it together. What exactly they're doing. What it tells me is that I need to really get everything figured out, almost to a T, exactly how much of X I need to sell to make X for the month, and exactly how much that's going to cost me, and exactly how long it takes for each transaction, each sale in this business. Really get down to the nitty-gritty science of it, and I need to weigh the worst case scenario and the best case scenario, and just prepare myself for that. It's one of those things that it's not with any small business. I don't go into it anticipating that it's going to take off and I'm going to be able to sustain the kind of money that I'm making now. So what that tells me is I need to get some things paid off, get some things taken care of, cut my bills way back, so that when it comes down to it, if it's $1,000 a month, I need to be able to maintain that. I need to have myself in a position where everything is okay, or just go through that dark spot, we'll see how it goes. But just kind of one of those hits, one of those things, one of those tests that come up. Do you want to quit? If anybody's ever trained for a marathon, finding that going from 4 miles to 5 miles isn't getting any easier. How am I ever going to make it to 26 miles? I'm just going to quit now. There's no point in this. It's kind of one of those things. It's a stepping stone, something I got to overcome. On the positive side of things, he is chock full of information, and super helpful, super encouraging as far as being able to provide some of the information that I'm lacking, that I'm missing. Some of the business side, kind of even invited me to visit his business and see how the operation works. And there's just as much benefit as there was negative. The negative is kind of weighing on me right now. I'm not afraid to admit that. Just to hear those things, it kind of brought the reality in. you know, what to expect and what to prepare myself for. The other thing, you know, is you know, may cost considerably more for the equipment than I was anticipating. But but hey, it's the first month, you know. This is me figuring things out, going through the steps. Next month, I'm gonna start searching more of the business aspects of things. You know, creating the LLC. Looking into the permits, the cost of the permits, looking into the cost of the product, looking into the facilities and the equipment that I'll need, really getting down to the nitty-gritty of putting all those together, and then looking at, you know, what kind of sales I can kind of anticipate, and from those sales, you know, what's going to be the end cost and the net profit from that. You know, what's going out, what's coming in, and what will I need to do in order to make a sustainable living. And the hours don't bother me. That's kind of what I told them. If I've got to work 16, 17, 18 hours a day to stay afloat, so be it. I'm more than prepared to do that. But anyways, just kind of wanted to touch on that. It's day 28. Got a little bit of a left hook to the head as far as what I'm trying to develop. But you know, I'm gonna get back up, and I'm gonna stay focused on it, and know that you know, that's just one perspective. So got to find out the insights and put together a good product and a good system for selling that product, and you know, work out a lot of the kinks before I go out. It's not just a matter of, I assume what happened with this other business, and I don't know, was that they put it all together but didn't really do much research into, you know, what kind of money they could actually bring in with their product. And I want to know all that before I even, you know, begin investing anything into it. I want to see, you know, get an idea on what everything's going to cost me, and then, you know, as I put it out, how much I have to sell in order to generate some kind of a profit and some capacity to pay myself for the work. You know, on a different level, his concept's a little bit different than my concept. He's got a couple employees that he's paying, different facilities that he uses, different kinds of equipment that he's paying off. So there might be something to that. It's something I got to revisit as well. I've got to, you know, I intend to speak with this gentleman again, have create kind of a mentorship with him, as he seems pretty helpful with that and pretty willing to do that. So that's a cool thing. And, you know, it's one of the things that I did ask, you know, the Ether for was he was you know, send me somebody that can help me out and that's willing to help me out. And, you know, all I did was ask for that. I did what it does. One thing I've noticed is that when I incorporate the law of attraction, it's not just me asking and then receiving. It's me asking, and then something tells me what to do. Something, you know, kind of points me in the right direction. This is what you need to do to achieve that. And you know, what happened there was I asked for someone to come to me, and then, you know, next thing I know, I was looking up all the emails of different small businesses and reached out to a couple of them, and I had a couple of people respond, and he was exactly what I was looking for. So got to stay in touch with him. But it's day 28. 2 more days, make it a month. 2 more days will be day 30, and I'll go in those 30-day intervals when I kind of take stock of things, see where I'm at, see where I've come from. I think that's it for today. Like I said, just kind of a little bit of a shock that I'm going through, making it a little bit difficult to talk about exactly where I'm going, exactly what I want to do. However, you know, staying focused, staying on that end goal, going to find a way to make it work, because this ultimately was, you know, just the small project, the small business, just get something going. It may not be, I'm sure it's not the end all be all of business and entrepreneurship for me. But that's the thing. That was the thing that I told myself, just find a business to start working on. and get it off the ground. Oh, sorry about that. Got cut short. A little interruption again. But that's kind of it. You know, just end for the day. End it for the day with that. A couple of punches out. I'm knocked down. I'm picking myself up off the floor. Day 28. See where the rest of these days take me. So anyway, thanks for stopping in. Hey, what are you doing today? Thanks.